Bon bagay, bon bagay, bon bagay. All right. All right, all right. I am so glad that all of you guys are connected right now. I am right here. We dare to create transformation. Finally, I'm sitting down. So usually I know that I'm usually standing up, and possibly depending on the situation, I may stand up in a little bit. I want to say a good weekend to all my folks who are actually watching this live. I am very grateful to be in your listening, and I am so happy the fact that I am able to create transformation that's causing transformation for this generation and the generation to come. So my name is Max Olivier Carré. I am here to create transformation in your listening, and I'm glad that I have the ability to actually create that transformation right now. And I think that we are going to have massive success based upon what we're up to. And I think that you that's actually watching, you can create that transformation for yourself as well. So imagine what would that look like to really have all this be done and for us to create massive transformation for you. And I am so glad that we're here. So for all those who are basically hearing this for the first time, again, my name is Max Olivier Carré, Max O'Carry. We are going to touch a little bit on 8 laws of health. And I want to let you know, if you're catching this for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, notification, and also share it. When you do that, it gives us the ability to actually reach out more people. 7 rules of cellular nutrition. Now, one thing that's very great about this is that we're going to touch so many things. And in just a little bit, again, I'm going to have to step up because there's so much stuff I want you to learn from this, okay? So for all those who want to be in communication with me, I could be reached at 305-407-9227, 305-407-9227. For all those who are watching me live on Facebook, Twitter, and also Twitch, and also on YouTube, you have that ability to do so. And if you do want to visit me, you could always come at 855 Northeast 125th Street, North Miami, Florida, 33161. Now, a whole lot of you like to basically send me information, especially your blood results. You can send that at docnaturel@gmail.com if you don't want to send it to my mail, since I'm hearing mails are taking a lot longer now. You can do it at docnaturel@gmail.com. And when you do that, we will take a look for you. Always, I like to start the show and tell you something. It's a little challenge that we have. If you do, listen to me, if you send this to 10 people who watch it, you do get a test or consultation at no cost with me. If 2 of those people who watched it sends it to 10, you automatically have what we have that you're looking at the bottom of the screen, the body management system. And the body management system is very simple. It's comprised of cascara sagrada, beetroots, ACS, 3Bs, and alfalfa. You'll say, Max, why would I want to do that? Well, it's very simple. I'll tell you why. Cascara sagrada is a natural laxative. It really helps remove waste in your body, and it cleans literally every aspect of your body, even your blood. Okay, beetroots has sulfur. It helps clean the liver, but also has nitric oxide that helps blood pressure, and also it helps your blood circulate, especially good for heart. We have ACS, which is 9 inorganic minerals. You find it in the sea, such as iris moss, wild lettuce, and there's these type of things, kelp. They really help balance the body. It's like drinking 1 coconut a day. And of course, 3Bs, which has 3 different type of bees. Again, there's bee pollen, bee propolis, and royal jelly. All they have their own thing. Like a friend of mine I was just speaking to told me she has headache, and I had to tell her that's her adrenal. She's been really working, doing her thing, in the real estate and financial space. So I had to tell her, I'm like, hey, you need to take bee pollen because it'll help you manage the stress that you've been going through because you've been going all over to get like those really prime properties, okay? So bee propolis, it is awesome to have bee propolis because it also is a natural antibiotic. It helps especially throat. In royal jelly, this is one of the things that kings used to really take. I don't know till now, but those emperors, they used to love taking bee propolis. Now, do you know why they did? I mean, royal jelly, because it's an elixir of life. So I don't know why they always want to live long. The reason why they want to live long is very simple. They want to enjoy the wealth that they have. And I'm pretty sure any of you would understand. And of course, my good old alfalfa, which is the father of all herbs. And it has 17 vitamin and mineral that is known to really help people. That's the reason why I love to actually really do that. And we create massive transformation that way. So you may see that I have a bunch of you have called to get the free book counsel on diet and food. You only pay for shipping. So again, that's one of the things I like to make available so that you can know you have the ability to do that. And you might have heard of the 3 powder packs that we've been talking about. It's only $275. And if you order it through our website, which is herbshoppingnetwork.com, you get up to 30% off. Just make sure you reach out, go to it, sign up, okay? Once you go there, you sign up. Make sure you sign up. Even if you're not buying yet, just go there and sign up. It's for free to sign up. And then, of course, if you want to purchase it, you can do it. If you only want to do one, you could do that. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Now, for all those who wants to start an online business, I would highly suggest you go to maxcarry.com. Maxcarry.com is a site where you can start right now under $60. You can start your online business on natural health. That would make a huge difference. And of course, if you want to sign up to actually get very discounted, very world-class whole food products, you want to really connect with us. Now, here's the 8 laws of health that I've been talking about. The 8 laws of health is very simple. Nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, fresh air, rest, and trust in divine God. In another situation, I am going to go over it to let you know what it is. So I want to let you know, for all those who would like to support the show, you can go to paypal.me/Max Healthmax. When you do that, you can support the show. Any love gift, any donation is appreciated. You can always go to which is cashapp, which is Max Carry, which is the name. And of course, you can always do Zelle at 954-638-2678. These are all the ways that you can actually really do and support the show. About that time, I am glad that I am able to create that massive transformation for you. Now, here's the thing that is going to make a huge difference. So I really like the fact that I am really doing this with you guys, because you will understand the reason why I like to really work with my folks, and you will understand why I like to do that. Okay, perfect. So 7 rules of cellular nutrition. All right, let me make sure I get up, because I think that this will make a huge difference. Okay, now I gotta take a look how I am looking, because I don't want to dominate you so much. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. So all of you who are connected with me, I am glad that I'm able to actually create that massive transformation with you. And I think that it's one of the things that's going to make a huge impact when we are creating this transformation right now. Okay, so 7 rules of cellular nutrition. Okay, the purpose. Okay, it's important for us to go to the purpose, because if we don't go to the purpose, we don't know why we're here, right? And it's good to know that the stuff that we're doing is good stuff, right? So the purpose of the show. Oh, all right. Let me get you going again. I think sitting down would probably be best. All right, you'll see my fly clothes after that. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So I am so glad that the fact that we have the ability to be here today. The purpose of eating is to feed the individual cell of the body. There are over 100 trillion cells that makes up different tissues and organs of the body. So the very fact we have that, there's something that is good about that. And this is what I am going to really make sure I have you know, because it's important to actually even have that information. All right, I'm making sure that I'm making this a better view for you, okay? Because I want you guys to be able to see this very well. All right, perfect. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the reason why we hear about that is because our body needs to be fed. And the very fact that our body needs to be fed, it only shows us that's the reason why we are in a position to create massive transformation for ourselves. So let's go to what we call the Krebs cycle. Okay, so let's look at the cycle, all right? So when we think about food, there's micronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and good fat. So when you actually eat, the first thing you will notice is that it gives you the ability, first of all, your enzymes, they have to be activated to break down the food, whether it's protein, carbohydrate, or good fat. And then the probiotic and the flora, their job is to actually absorb. The very fact their job is to absorb, that's a good thing. It gives you the ability so that all those nutrients are being absorbed in your body. That's why we have the releasing of the vitamins and the minerals. So when you have something like that, this is a good thing. Now, you'll understand why we like to do that. So you have glucose, fatty acid, amino acid, you have vitamins, oxygen, minerals. These are all the things that we encounter when we actually eat. So that's why it makes it a huge deal when we're doing that. When you feed over 1 trillion cells, for you to do that, you want to do something that's mighty. It's called eat more raw food. Now, some people are saying, Max, I do not have teeth. My teeth are not as solid. I do not want to do that. Well, I just want to let you know, you have no choice. And why I say you have no choice is because this is the one way that you're guaranteed that you're going to have massive success when it comes to eating the most potent food ever. You show me a culture that loves to eat cooked food, a lot of cooked food, I'll show you a culture that has a lot of diseases. And that's why most people, they don't want to deal with that effect. And that's why I'm making sure I'm coming here to really share all that with you. And I think that this is something that we all can really benefit from. All right, understand this. And I said it, I will say it again. When you eat more raw food are food that are fresh and unprocessed. Example of fresh fruit, vegetables, unprocessed nuts, raw cheese, etc. Now, in the screen, you may see that I have strawberries, we have sweet potatoes, we have Brussels sprouts and oranges, broccoli on the screen. It's because these food, they are powerful. If you've been following my show, and I don't know if you're getting this for the first time, I just want to let you know that when you eat more raw food, it's easier to digest. It's rich in enzyme, it has more nutrients and more oxygen. When you have that, what it does for you is that it aids in digestion of food. Food enzyme digests 5 to 75% of the food itself without the help of enzymes of the body. So when you're doing that, it really helps. Like recently, I've experienced massive weight loss, and my friend's saying, "What are you doing? well, I say I'm sleeping now, but there's another thing I do. For each portion of serving that I eat, I make sure that I put twice of that amount in salad. So I put my salad in place. I put my olive oil. For those who are understanding the keto process, you want to be having good fats. I put my avocado, and besides my shakes, and anybody that want to see the shakes that I'm taking, please, you can always go to maxcarre.com. Maxcarre.com, you'll be able to see the shakes that I'm taking, which are helping. So that's what I do. By me doing that, 5 to 75% of the food itself is giving me the ability to really digest it. So example of body under stress when digesting. Do you realize that you tend to get tired after you eat? Every good food choice like white meat, chicken, brown rice, and steamed vegetable are still stressing the body. There are enzyme deficient. Again, that's if you're taking more cooked food. That's the reason why we talk about that. So let's think about the undigestible part of a plant. The undigestible part of a plant improves colon health. It promotes regular bowel movement. Raw food have a higher fiber content than cooked food. I think we all can agree to that. So let me give you an example of what your meal may look like, okay? So this morning I took my breakfast smoothie. I also had a snack of raw food. I added a layer of vegetable. I didn't do a sandwich. I just did my eggs strictly with that. I made my own salad dressing. And I just want to let you know, I made my salad part of the main course. Now, again, it's important to wash and cut the fruits and vegetables immediately after groceries. You'll be surprised what they spray them in order to keep them looking fresh. Now, if you want to replace bad fat with good fat, what would you do? Well, very simple. When digested, break down into fatty acid, and we're talking about replacing bad fat with good fat. So when it's digested, break down into fatty acid. The good fat, when that happens, you have energy production. We're talking about good fats, right? Brain function, healthy skin, hair and nails, hormone production, cell membrane compound, prostaglandin function, production, and also joint lubrication and synovial fluid. That I could attest to that because there was a while that I was actually dealing with something that was really whack. What I was dealing with is that my body was really being stressed and I was aching and all the pains. And that's one of the reasons I will give a shout out to one of my people who has assisted me in removing a whole lot of pain in my body. And I will say that's Carole with Healing Hands Massage. And I want to let you know it's important that you have access to that, and you will understand the reason why I actually did that. So for all of you who actually are watching today, I want to really give you access to something that I know made a difference for my life. And when I'm saying this is because I know exactly where I was when it comes to pain-wise. I was not a happy camper when it comes to that. So making sure that I consume good fat was a priority for me. And the reason why it was a priority is because I know what I was dealing with. So for all those who actually want to get the information of Carole, Healing Hands Massage by Carole, you'll see her number at the bottom of the screen. For all those who are listening to me by audio is 754-215-6393. And you could let her know that Max referred you. Now let's go back to the essential fatty acid, right? So we have linoleic acid, alpha linoleic acid. So it's important to understand that ALA. And linoleic acid, we could see it. That's coming from specifically rooster and of course beef. We have the ALA. ALA, linoleic acid. So that one comes from what we call mackerel, anchovies, and seeds. So it's important to understand all these and what they represent for you. So when you're eating the wrong kind of fats, like French fries and all that fatty chicken that people usually take, I want you to know that's the bad fat. There's what we call the worst stage of oil processing. Changes the natural oil by saturating the oil with hydrogen atom. Hydrogenation allows manufacturers to make cheap and spreadable products like margarine, vegetable spread, and shortening. Hydrogenated fat are unrecognizable by the body. So it's like when you eat and then the first thing that happens, it really gets into your body and your body's like, okay, what this is, because genetically speaking, your body cannot recognize that nonsense. And the fact that it cannot recognize it doesn't know how to break it down. So when you have a process like that that's happening, this is one of the reasons I like to use some oils, some really good oils that really triggers the body to go remove the bad oils. So that's what it's important to do. Caused by partial hydrogenation. When they do that, that's when they cause trans fat, increase cholesterol and triglyceride, and block the function of the good fat. So when they block the function of the good fat, this is not good for you. This is when your doctor would say your triglyceride is high. When you're told that, this is not a good thing, because eventually you're going to start having cramps. You're feeling a whole lot of stuff that you did not want to feel, and that makes no sense. Now, for all my Creole speaking folks, you may say, Max, why are you doing everything in English now? Don't worry, I'll do this show also in Creole. But guess what? I'm doing it in Creole in 1 week. All right, so what I do, you will notice that I will do a week straight of English, a week straight of Creole, just to keep things balanced. But what I want you to do, okay, in the comments, put English or put Creole. Here's the reason why. I want to challenge to see how much more people who want to make sure that they get that information, okay? Degenerative disease that involves undigested fat prematurely kills over 2/3 of the people living in affluent industrial nation. In 2004, 877,092 died from 3 conditions that involves fatty degeneration: cancer, stroke, and diabetes. You wonder what it looks like in 2014? You wonder what it will look like in 2024. Just want to let you know that things are not getting any better. Well, despite all these herbs and all the natural stuff, all the magazines, everything that is available to us, do you realize that we're still not making the type of progress that we should? Well, take a look. Look at what the pandemic has done. Remember, it says that 877,092 since 2004. So we're nearly 20 years later, and we're receiving a lot of information that is somewhat disturbing about how the state of our health. So what's the solution? First of all, remember in the Bible it says, not that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, which was given to you from God. So that's why we want to honor this temple, just so that we can make this temple actually work for us. And I'm so glad that I have the ability to be here with you and to create massive transformation like that. Now, according to the World Health Organization, these chronic degenerative diseases are largely preventable. What? Largely preventable? What do you mean by that, Oliver? Well, it's very simple. When you consume cold press and expeller press oil, extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, safflower oil, these things, they have a way with you. They will create massive transformation in your body. But most people do not do that. Well, why don't we avoid white flour altogether? It's because they're highly processed food. Well, we hear that they're highly processed food, but what usually happens? Most people who are actually indulging in that is because they already realize that, you know what, I know my food is not perfect, but this is what I know I can afford. Can that work? Well, later on, people develop certain disease that's not so fun, but guess what? It's important to make it work no matter what. And that's why we are actually here today. We're here to make that massive transformation in your life. And I am so thankful the fact that you have given me the ability to do that right now. Remember, all of you that's connecting, don't forget, you can go to maxcare.com, sign up. Sign up. When you sign up, you will actually see that you have the ability to actually create transformation. Wow. I think that we can create a massive level of transformation today. So here's what is really important to me right now. And I am going to really share all this at this moment with you. Okay, let's get it going. Of all dietary development in advanced nation, during the last 2 centuries, the refining of carbohydrate is the most damaging. Research study by McCarrison, Cleve, and Burbick. To create white flour, wheat goes through up to 2 dozen refining processes. Nutrition wheat germ is discarded. Mineral-rich wheat bran is disposed of. At least 25 nutrients are lost, resulting in a high-calorie, low-nutrient white flour, now high glycemic food. Whenever you have something like that, it's important to really reverse that process. At the outset of World War II, Army physicals showed soldiers were gravely deficient in nutrients. Government required white flour and other refined grains to be enriched and fortified before they could be sold to the public. So the fact that they only required B1, B2, B3, and iron to be replaced. Imagine the federal government knows a lot of those nonsense, but it's so hard to keep track of everyone. Stripped down version of grain that contains less fiber, few nutrients, and more absorbable calorie. The wheat weevil okay, very good. Wheat weevil thrive on wheat, cannot live on white flour. So if it's exposed to white flour, it'll say, I'm gone. So that's why it's important. So that's why we say balls up in the system. Draw minerals out of the body combined with sugar, caramelize in the, and we can get that transformation real quick. It draws out mineral of the body and combined with sugar, caramelize in the system. Now, one thing that's really important, whole grain bread roll, pancakes, tortillas, cereal, whole grain pasta, spinach, and other vegetable pastas, as long as they say enriched or fortified, know that they're not that great. That's why I want to let you know that the system doesn't want you to know that information. And we are going to do everything within our power to actually get you the information. It's important to avoid white sugar and other high glycemic food. When you avoid white sugar and other high glycemic food, that's a very important thing. When you do that, what it will do for your body, it will give your body the ability to grow without being acidic. Average American consume 170 pounds of sugar a year. That's 35 to 5 pounds, 5 pounds of bag, okay? 5 pounds a bag. Consumption of sugar is linked to degenerative disease such as lower immune function, diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, atherosclerosis, behavioral disorder, learning disability, depression, cancer. When you have those, it's important to understand you can transform your life. Refining of raw cane sugar into white. It's important to refining of raw cane sugar into white sugar removes most 93% of the ash. The trace element necessary for metabolism of the sugar is 93% chromium, 89% of manganese, 98% of magnesium. Henry Schroeder, the trace element in man. All right, so I am making sure that I get this going for you. So I think that this is the time where I need to actually get some flowing going, because I want to make sure that we get this thing going real quick. Let me get this going for you. All right. Remember, 305-407-9227. All right. Let me go ahead and let's get this rolling. I am so glad that I have the ability to actually come here to transform your listening real quick. Now, here's the thing that's very important. I am so thankful the fact that you have the ability to actually come here to create massive transformation. And I think that will create a lovely transformation for you. And that's the reason why we're here. So let's go and keep up with the show. Read the labels. Avoid ingredients such as sugar and high fructose corn syrup. When you do that, it helps. Replace sugar with raw honey, raw agave syrup, raw sugar, at least if it has minerals, stevia. Do not use artificial sweeteners. Aspartame is the worst. Studies have shown link to Alzheimer's and brain cancer. At 98 degrees it turns to formaldehyde. The information is out there. Let's eliminate carbonated beverages, Pepsi, Coca, Budweiser, Bud Light. For all my folks who drinks 7-Up, Red Bull, let's really eliminate those, right? 2 reasons to eliminate carbonated beverages. See Rule 4. Contain sugar or artificial sweetener. Truckload of caffeine, artificial dyes, flavors, and preservative. Only 12-ounce can of regular soda contains approximately 40 grams of sugar, or the equivalent of 10 teaspoons. This is the reason why we make sure we give you that info. 2 reasons to eliminate carbonated beverage. Contains acid. The bubbles, carbonic, malic, erythrobic, and phosphoric acid. These acids change the pH in the digestive system, significantly interfere with digestion. Replace carbonated beverages with water, fresh juice, fresh vegetable, herbal tea. Again, this is something that's awesome. And I can attest to that, okay? So how about we do this? Drink more water. I just did. Your body is up to 90% of water, needs constant rehydrating. Aging is a process of dehydration, eliminating toxin and helps shed body fat. The liver metabolizes fat. Unfortunately, another of the liver's duty is to pick up the slack of the kidneys. If the kidneys are deprived, the liver has to do their work along with its own metabolizing less fat and allowing it to be stored. So that's one of the reasons we do this show. We know that we can create transformation for you. Imagine you're having excessive thirst, fatigue, headache, dry mouth, little or no urination, muscle weakness, dizziness, lightheadedness. Water is lost through sweat, urine, bowel. Water is lost through sweat, urine, bowel movement, and even when we breathe. want to take a pause on that so that you can actually really think about that. That's one of the reasons we want to really drink more water. What would that look like? Well, I will just share with you what it would look like. 8 ounces of glass, 8 times a day, half of your body weight in ounces every day. So if you're 200 pounds, you just do 100 ounces of water. That makes sense. Well, why don't you balance your diet using the 60-20-20 ratio? You may say, Max, what it is? I want you to flip that upside down. When you flip it upside down, then we can talk. So let's read what we call the ratio of carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. You will understand why we do that. Whole grain is 11 servings. Fruits and veggie, 5 servings minimum. The primary purpose of food is to provide fuel to the body. Metabolism, carbohydrates are the most efficient fuel, and that's why you want to do that. And select protein and dairy products as close to their natural state as possible, easy to digest, such as plant food, fish, white meat, chicken and turkey, raw nuts, eggs. It's important that you have all this. It says 8 whites, especially. I want to let you know that's important. Fat is required for health, essential for healthy skin and hair, absorption of vitamins, cell membrane, reproduction, hormones, warmth, and protection. When you have good fats in your system, eat more raw food, replace bad fat with good fat, avoid white flour in highly processed food, avoid white sugar and other high glycemic food, eliminate carbonated beverages, drink more water, balance your diet using the 60-20-20. You would understand why we need that. Well, when you think about that, everything is about your habit. It's important that although we know you may crave experiences, but not taste. I just want to let you know you have the power to really overcome all these stuff. And that's one of the reasons that I am going to end this show, especially on this one. And I will just leave it real quick so that you don't even have to look at my face. You could just really look at the screen for what it says. Imagine you can really transform your listening. You could transform your body that way. What would that look like? Well, let me go back. Remember, you can call me at 305-407-9227, 305-407-9227. I am at 855 Northeast 125th Street. I also have an office in Broward. You could actually, Broward County, for all those who want. I am open to phone consultation. For those who cannot get out, you could just do it 305-407-9227. And I also have my address, which is 855 Northeast 125th Street, North Miami, Florida, 33161. Been here for over 13 years. It's important that a person has a stable place where people can depend on. You can always connect with me at docnaturel@gmail.com, docnaturel@gmail.com. And remember the book that we talked about. And we also are thankful for the opportunity that we have over and over. So there's one last thing that I really wanted to bring to light for you. And I'm thankful the fact that I am taking time to actually really do this. This is one little thing that I thought that would make a huge difference. And I think a lot of you can appreciate that. A lot of times, most of the time, most people don't really get to experience life the way they would want to experience life. I always believe that I have been blessed beyond imagination, where I have access to certain things that most people they necessarily did not have access to. I think that for all those who actually want to be able to create transformation in your health, that's something that definitely should be a good thing to really reach out for. And I am so grateful for that. So having said that, one of the things that makes that would make a whole lot of sense to me is for me to actually give you the opportunity right now to have access to these things. Again, when I keep on saying have access to these things, you will understand what I mean by that. I think that we can have a great opportunity in front of us where we could really make a huge difference. And I think that difference is actually there. So first things first, let me make sure I get all the tools and that you can really benefit from these tools. Okay, and I think these tools are there to really help more than not help. All right, so I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so that all of you can actually really see it. So what I want to do is really invite you to consider what we call a 21-day health challenge. A commitment of healthy habit forming lifestyle changes. Study shows that it takes 21 days to create a new habit. Make a commitment to adopt each of the following rules of the 21 days. By doing so, you will see dramatic differences as you suppress unhealthy habits and replace them with healthy ones. These basic guidelines represent simple lifestyle changes that, without any other significant nutritional alteration, will dramatically impact how you look and feel. No carbonated beverage, drink water, at least 8 ounces a glass a day, and fresh fruits. You have no white flour. Stick with white grains as they come from the earth, 100% whole grain product. Cut back on processed sugar. Substitute stevia or fructose for other sugars if you must use sugar. Eliminate fried food. Steam, bake, and boil or broil your food. Eat as much raw food as possible. Aid in the digestion. Aid in the digestion of your food and add back enzymes, vitamins, minerals that are destroyed in the process of cooking and preparation. Exercise on a regular basis. Incorporate a consistent program of exercise by using workout in exercise guidelines found in the Optimal Fitness book. Monday, Wednesday through Friday, excessive. And I am so thankful that I have the opportunity to give you all that information. So we say you could also do exercise, strength training, and stretching. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, stretching and favorite activity. Approximately 20 minutes each is good. You could rest on Sundays if that's your day of rest. You could supplement needed nutrients based on the needs and as recommended by your healthcare professional. Supplement the nutrients you need for optimal health. Other, list here any other lifestyle changes that you would like to improve. For example, no caffeinated products. 21 days commitment to healthy habit forming lifestyle changes. You will certify that you will follow the guidelines for 21 days to improve health. And I will faithfully follow each guideline with the goal that they will become lifetime habits. Guys, this is one of the things that's important. And you will see that I put no carbonated beverage, no white flour products, cut back on processed sugar, eliminate fried foods, and eat as many raw food as possible. Exercise on a regular basis, supplement nutrient needed, and other. So I am so glad the fact that I had the ability to share this resource with you. And I think that this research will make a really, really great difference. And I think that whoever decides to really come on board with us, really don't hesitate. I told you all the ways you can reach out to me. And again, do not forget you can sponsor this show, PayPal.me/Healthmax. You can underwrite it through through Cash App, and of course you can do it through Zelle. All these information are actually there. Thank you all very much for the like. Again, my name is Max O'Carre, Max Olivier Carre. This is about my time, and I'm so glad that I was able to really create massive transformation for you guys. Anybody that has a question, you can. Yolene, what's up? I just saw you now. All right, what is up, sister? Well, I'm so glad that you actually said hi, and I'm saying hi to all my other folks in all the different platforms. And again, make sure you send this information to other people as well. I am glad that you have the opportunity to be present, share that information all around, all around, all around. And I am glad the fact that I'm here with you. So here's the thing. Before I go out, I'm going to make sure I put you up to some of my little music, okay? You ready? All right. Take care, everybody.